MICKYFUSC 50 miles, 50 miles.
rock sitting there.
Right.
Attention to that guide above your heads. That is a safari guide that's going to show you some of the animals that live out here on the reserve. Although I can't guarantee we'll see every single one of those animals, we're going to do our absolute best to see as many as we can. The animals like to play a great big game of hide and seek, so we're going to play along with them and see how well we do. Grab a quick breath and go back under. They do that entire process during the day without waking up. Now these hippos are going to eat at roughly about 85 pounds of food a day, and funny enough, that's the same weight as one of their babies. So they eat about their baby weight a day. Incredible jaw strength, so strong that they can actually break the bones of their prey. But this is not to worry, because they are also wonderful parents, and they have a softy side. Their mothers are going to lay an egg, and sometimes these eggs just need a little bit of assistance when they go to hatch. So she's going to place that egg inside her mouth, pull it around nice and soft, allowing for that external shell to crack. It just makes it a little bit easier for the young to be born. It just goes to show us that not every animal is what they seem on the outside. They can do this because of that coat, but also because of their incredible speed, reaching speeds of anywhere from 0 to 60 in just about 3 seconds. Now, doing that kind of speed does take a toll on their bodies. When they do their hunting, they're actually going to have body temperatures that reach up to about 105 degrees. So they do have to regulate their body temperatures by laying down, opening their mouths, and breathing out their air. That process takes about 20 minutes for them to cool back to the normal body temperature. Now, does look like we are going to hold here for a second, friends. We are having a stall up ahead. Just give us a second. We'll get right back on our way.
There's two of them.
So you guys are going to get a nice, great view of the white rhinos here. Now this large group of rocks on the left-hand side, these are known as Kobe rocks, and they have a superpower of sorts. Whenever the sunlight hits them, they're going to actually collect that sunlight and radiate it throughout the day. This allows for large cats to lay on them and maintain their body temperatures. And right there on the left-hand side, there's the lion and lioness laying on those Kobe rocks. Now we can identify them because the male lion's going to have that nice, large, 3-inch thick mane. The lioness is laying behind him. And a common misconception is that these animals sleep throughout the day, but in fact they are just resting. As I mentioned earlier, they have incredible hearing, so they definitely can hear us and can get up at a moment's notice. Now they do rest 17 to 20 hours a day because they got to maintain their stamina. The boys need this stamina in order to protect the young and stay home, while the females are going to get together in groups and go out and do most of the hunting. These holes I'm going to bring your attention to on the left-hand side. These are burrows to the warthogs. Now warthogs have two sets of tusks, their upper and lower tusks. Their upper tusks are be a little bit bigger, and they're used for doing things like digging and building burrows, and their smaller tusks are there for their protection. Oftentimes when warthogs are ready to go to bed, they're going to back into those holes or burrows, like backing into a parking spot, allowing them to leave those tusks exposed to protect themselves at a moment's notice. So that animal we're seeing down the right-hand side, that is why they were stopping. That is the water buck. It's really neat that we get to see this animal because usually it comes out at nighttime or whenever it's more humid. So that's really neat that we get to see them. They get their name because of the amount of water that they need in their diet. Whenever a water buck finds a suitable source of water, they're going to go ahead and just stop and call that place home. They don't mind calling it home as long as they need to until that water dries up, and then they'll be able to move to go find more. Now over here on the right-hand side, those are in fact female ostrich eggs we're seeing. Now each one of those eggs are going to weigh about 3 pounds each, and they have a really strong exterior shell. So strong that an adult human could stand on one and it would not crack, leaving the young inside safe. It is said that one ostrich egg is equivalent to about 23 chicken eggs. Now as we're heading to the edge of the reserve, this is where the warden is posted up. And it does look like he's accidentally encapsulated himself some friends. These are Nigerian dwarf goats he's got here. And in return for his protection, they're going to pay him with their form of sweet milk. It's more of a delicacy out here, and it makes wonderful goat cheese. Now that yellow structure you're seeing in front of the warden's post right there, that is actually a beehive from the Elephant and Bees Project over in Africa. Disney's conservation team helped out some farmers over there because elephants were stumbling upon their land, destroying all their crops. So we shared that in fact elephants are afraid of bees, and instead of hurting these animals or poaching them, we can just go ahead and create a fence or perimeter of beehives like this, and this allows us to ward off the elements in a safe way. It made the entire situation go from bad to good, and made it a win for the circle of life. Alrighty friends, as we are exiting the reserve now, I take this time to thank you all for joining me today. Hope we got to see a lot and learn a lot. If you like what you saw and heard today, remember my name was
Did you learn a lot, Amy?
If you didn't, my name was Jill.
No, you didn't learn
Any
anything?
additional questions or anything you'd like to ask us afterwards? I can answer some quick questions for you at the dock.
Camera a lot
If you have any more
faster.
in-depth questions, I am going to invite you to join our friends over at the Gorilla Falls Exploration. They are open for a little while longer. That is a 15 to 20 minute walkthrough experience where you'll get to see a few more animals from Africa. And also be able to answer any more in-depth questions because most of them do have a bio background. For anyone on board that is a wilderness explorer or would like to be a wilderness explorer today, Russell is out and about in the animal kingdom doing his best to educate everyone about the animals we just saw, as well as many others from around the world. You get your badge when you disembark, all you need to know is the name of this truck. If you were riding on the Simba 1, that's SIMBA 1, you can get your badge once you leave.